Hi folks, in this video I wanted to show you the basics of starting to model our cube or our polygon primitive to match the reference images that we've imported into Maya. So for this example, I have imported an image plane of a bolter. I tidied up the image in Photoshop and I've resized this to make sure that it's going to be about the right size for my character. So in order to do that, I set up Maya so each one of these cubes or these squares on my grid is exactly 1 meter squared, and I've resized this image so it's about 0.5 meter in width, this weapon now. So I've got a kind of rough idea of how large it's going to be. I also created a skeleton and resized it to match the size of the character. So that's another thing that you can do. With this in place and with it moved just off center, I can now start to import polygon primitives and match them to my image. So if I hit create polygon cube, what I can do now is start to move this polygon cube to match my reference image. Now in order to do that, I need to change the viewpoint to X-ray view mode, and doing that will allow me to see through this and match my image. So to go to that viewpoint mode, I want to go to side view, and then I want to go to this up here. So you can see that where it says X-ray mode and then I hit X-ray, it's going to make it semi-transparent. As a result, I can see through and see my image. Now before I start moving this, I'm just going to add some subdivisions. So again, hitting T, or on the object attribute editor on the polycube tab, you can add in some subdivisions. So let's just add in a few now. So let's just add in a couple going this way, and let's leave that for now. That's the width is obviously the image that we can't see, the plane that we can't see, so we want depth. So that will do for now. I'm not too concerned at this stage. I just wanted a bit more detail to play with. So with this set up now, I'm going to move this, so W to move it, and I'm going to start to match this cube and resize it to create this kind of main area of my weapon. So let's just move it to kind of like the central bit of this red shape here. Drop it in the middle, and I'm then going to scale it. So R to scale it down, and then let's just pull it in so it matches a rough area of my image. Okay, cool. So what I want to do now is jump to vertex mode and start pulling these vertices and matching this basic shape. So the way to do that is you go to vertex mode, and then you're dragging over each ring of edges. So the way to do that is to make sure that you're dragging over it. That means that when you do that, you can see that I've got them all selected. So I've got everything selected in the view. If you don't do it and you just click on them, you might find that you're only selecting, if I were to do this, shift and click and select this, then I've not actually selected the ones behind, and as a result I might end up making changes to only a small section of my object where I wanted to select them all. So select them all, and then you're moving them into position. So okay, I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to scale them down a little bit, bring it down. I'm kind of working row by row and getting these roughly where I want them. So let's just scale it up a little bit and move them. Next one, scale it down, and you can see I'm just trying to match the image behind. There we go. Oops. Next row, and just row by row, you're moving this where you want them, dragging over, scaling them down, dragging over, scaling it down. Okay, so I'm about roughly where I want to be. What I can now do is start grabbing these individually. Oops. Vertex mode. Grab them individually and just move them where I want. So let's say you want to just add a little bit more character to it. You don't want it to be perfectly square. You can be doing that by just moving these individually. So what you want to do is start to get a feel for this method of working and work a way around your object by moving the vertices into place and making adjustments where needed.